Jeff Dunkel, Palo Alto. I guess we'll start off with Mr. Opaque's back there in the back. I'd like to thank him for forwarding the Lisa Stevens case to the Attorney General. It's long overdue, so it's good to see some action being taken on that. I'd like to know where we stand with the Ken Hatter situation. The investigation started yet? Are you doing an internal investigation, or are you hiring a third party? What are you doing there? I see is they're still allowing him to walk balls like he did with George. We know what happened with that. Now there's a Jane Doe 5, after I warned you about that. He should be suspended without pay. It's a disgrace. It's pure, blatant retaliation, discrimination, harassment. And the county was on record stating that Al Kovic would have been fired if he was an average employee. So let's do an investigation and take care of this situation before it escalates and there's another one. Because all it is lawsuit after lawsuit. Speaking to them this morning, I got another alert on Pacer for Schuylkill County. Maybe the solicitor's office here should pay for that. Doreen Kutzler is now personally liable for the lawsuit. So that brings Gary Bender, George Alkovich, Heidi Zula, and now Doreen Kutzler are all personally liable, as well as in their official capacity. So that's pretty huge, especially for you guys up there. Buckle up and get ready, because it's coming down. And the one reason, I know there's going to be several more lawsuits filed in the upcoming months. I'll just keep giving you the breaking news before everybody else. Having closed door meetings with employees when other employees in that office are requesting them and being denied. Promising unlimited overtime to some employees while not offering it to others in the office. And doing that to avoid drastic pay increases so it doesn't go on the par report. And I believe only a male was offered unlimited overtime, no females in that office. Again, discrimination. Also in that office, from what I understand, the county treasurer is in there proofing deeds. I don't understand that. Can anybody give me insight on that? Why that's occurring, and that just blows my mind. I can't understand that. So I'd like a little bit more of an explanation on that. And also, then we have Boots' blunders. It's almost like Biden blunders that you see on TV all the time, tripping up the steps and everything. Monday, I got a message and a phone call. He fell asleep at the youth summit. Congratulations, Boots. That's 8 times now you fell asleep at important meetings. Falling asleep at the youth summit. That's a great role model for the younger generation. Just sleep whenever you want to sleep. Absolute disgrace. You are a disgrace. And going off of that, the farmland funds. You were on record stating at a public meeting there were no county funds being issued for that. Amy Marciano did a story, and there damn well was county money used on it. You voted on it. It's a conflict. I don't know why the solicitor said it was okay, because you weren't getting directly benefit from it, and you did. And county funds were used. That's a violation. And you also lied in your ethics forms. So you might want to fix that. Buckle up and get ready, because they're coming after you. Thank you.
Mayor, public comment? George Stankovic, Palo Alto. It just seems like people that have authority, when they can vote on what they make and everything, just like this school board voted for the superintendent to get a $27,000 raise. I mean, this is ridiculous. When we're hurt, $27,000 to one person. How about splitting it up at least to 27 people, $1,000? That would help them out a little bit. I mean, this is ridiculous. And we're in a poor county right now, and we keep on getting sued. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's coming to the point where that senior citizens and veterans, of course, are losing their homes right and left. Right and left. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, I wish you would wise up and see what's going on and take advantage of being honest and say, listen, we have problems in this courthouse we need to fix. We have problems that are showing up everywhere, in every department. This is ridiculous. These poor people that do work, honest jobs in here, can't even come in peacefully and do their jobs. This is wacky. I mean, what's going on? And you can't stay up there, everything's fine. Everything isn't fine. If it was, people wouldn't be coming in, I wouldn't be coming in here complaining about it. It's time that local government takes action. People are hurting. I don't know what else I have to say. People are giving up their medications and stuff just to make their other bills work. Doctor's appointments, they've canceled. People on cancer have to cancel appointments because they can't make it. They're worried about medications that are gonna cost too much money. They're getting help, but it's not enough. It's not enough. And this every day of their lives. And we just sit back, we that are making a good living, don't worry about those people. Don't worry about them, that's their problem. That ain't my problem. I think it's time that we take action, and this happening with all these suitcases. I mean, what, is that where our money's going? That's where our money's going. Now, we're in a shortfall already, and we're gonna be in a shortfall when this assessment takes place. They're using money right now, and they don't have the money to pay for it. Where are they getting it? For the poor, senior citizens and veterans that have to pay out of their pockets. If I lose my home, like I said, I'll be living with somebody in government. Thank you.
Any other public comment?
Good morning, Melinda Diver, North Manheim Township. I'm gonna get back to an issue that's near and dear to my heart. Let's talk about the west end of the county once again. And the homeowners out there who continue to endure being exposed to toxic, untested biosolids and textile waste. This sludge that is being concentrated and dumped in the west end of this county can be teeming with heavy metals such as lead, mercury, arsenic, chromium, the list goes on and on. Chemotherapy waste continues to remain active long after it has been excreted by the human body. Septic systems and wastewater treatment plants cannot remove 98% of the active compounds in these dangerous cytotoxic chemicals. They migrate into the lakes, rivers, soils, and eventually into the drinking water supplies. Active chemotherapy chemicals have a profound effect on humans, mammals, and fish by causing DNA mutations, triggering tumors, cancer, etc. Years ago, NSP, Natural Soil Products, who's, I guess, trying to be a good neighbor out there, yeah, we're not seeing it. Years ago, they had equipment in place which would sound an alarm if a truck was coming in and it exceeded the radiation levels, which would be considered acceptable for acceptance at a biosolids processing facility. Guess what? That equipment has been removed from NSP. What does that tell you? We're getting the worst of the worst. We have no idea what kind of chemotherapy type waste we're getting. It can take decades for chemotherapy waste to be broken down. You know what breaks it down? The sun. What's happening? Frank Kramas is bringing his trucks over there to load all of this cytotoxic waste up. It's mixed with wood chips, whatever. We don't know the ratios anymore. But his trucks are loading up, hauling it out, and he is disking or plowing that in to land. How much sunlight do you think that those chemicals are receiving to actually break them down? He is actually concentrating the effects of those chemicals.
That's your feelings. That's your comment.
Okay, so just wanted to make you aware of that. Thank you.
Any other public comment?
Laura Chris Wisniewski from the People's Republic of Pottsville. I've been spending a considerable amount of time listening to the national cases that are coming out of Georgia, New York, and even Pennsylvania with the Department of Agriculture and Amos Miller in Lancaster County. As I was listening to the lawyers' commentaries, I found myself wondering, why does this sound familiar? We have a candidate who's making truthful statements about incumbents, who is physically and mentally strong and financially secure, with strong opinions not afraid to be expressed, but he's intentionally being dragged into the court system to politically and financially bleed him dry. A light bulb went off in my head, and for the record, I want you to know I am a registered Democrat. On the national level, we have the Democratic playbook being applied to Republican Donald Trump. On the local level, we have it being applied to Bobby Weaver. Weaver, who ran for city council, openly criticized how Pottsville was being run. Now, a fire occurred at 1 o'clock in Black Rock Brewery. To evidence the severity of the fire, it was put out by Officer Yost with a fire extinguisher that was on hand. It is important to note that Councilman Atkinson is connected to the fire company, and his son had had an accident with a truck, a fact known by Weaver and others who were not happy with the fact that the truck was not supposed to be driven by the son. The fire was just a ticket to eliminate Weaver. Atkinson stated Pottsville gave Weaver the building, albeit a condemned building, which I believe needed in excess of several $100,000 worth of repairs. Weaver did repairs and paid for an outside inspection, the city's outside inspector, because the local codes people are not qualified to do that level of inspection. Excuse me. Since then, Weaver has been and is intentionally being bled financially dry. He has had approximately as far as I'm informed, he had approximately eight engineers who have made proposal after proposal to get this building up and running, and each time he had to pay for inspections and to retain a lawyer, okay? These days, we see politicians from both parties using and abusing their government offices as weapons to financially destroy their fellow citizens. It hurts the local communities, and I assure you, it's not just happening in Pottsville. It's happening all over the place. Yes, and so even we have we have to really push that, because constitutionally, freedom of speech is what
Ma'am,
thank
that's
you.
your time. Thank you. Paul, you want to address the personnel issue?
Well,
Or the habit?
it's my understanding he is working remotely at this point in time, but again, beyond that, I think it's a personnel matter that is subject to pending litigation, and it would be preferable not to speak to that issue, but he is working remotely at this point.
Gary, the meeting with, do we have the dates that we're meeting with DEP and the representative from the governor's office? It's in April.
No, you said any date in April, so April 15th was one of the dates that was chosen, and
Okay.
April 5th, so it's that first 2 weeks in April,
Okay.
but has not been finalized yet.
Okay, so we're just waiting on their
Correct.
schedule. So we're meeting with them in April. Okay. Can I have a motion to approve the?
Make reference to Mr. Dunkel's comments about me on Monday. Yes, I was having trouble staying with that meeting. I injured a finger at the farm and ended up with 7 stitches in my finger. I probably should have stayed home, but I had information that was impertinent to the use of it. I had lined up a guest speaker from the Wet'suwet'en Manufacturing, so I chose to come to work and not stay home. Maybe I should have stayed home, but my job was to get information to Mandy Fitzpatrick. And yes, I was up most of the night, Sunday night with a busted finger, so I apologize if I was having difficulty staying awake, so.
I've got a finger before, they never kept me awake, so that's.
Okay, we'll debate, please. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from the
So
Commissioners
moved.
meeting of February 28th?
Second?
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Approval of the minutes from the Commissioners work session on March 6th.
So moved. Second?
The question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented at the workshop by the Public Works?
So moved. Second?
The question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented at the workshop by the Planning and Zoning?
So moved. Second?
Question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented at the workshop by Tax Claim Bureau, the repository sale?
Also moved. Second?
Question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion for approval of what was presented by the prison at the workshop session?
So moved. Second?
Question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented at the workshop for the grant writers?
So moved. Second?
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was requested for the 911's communications?
So moved. Second?
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented at the workshop for drug and alcohol?
So moved. Second?
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion that was presented for mental health and developmental services and drug and alcohol at the workshop?
So moved. Second?
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was requested at the workshop by the election bureau?
So moved. Second?
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented by the district attorney's office at our workshop?
So moved. Second?
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve the Office of Senior Services what they presented at our workshop?
So moved. Second?
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion for Parks and Recreations what was presented at our workshop?
So moved. Second?
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented by the county administrator at our workshop session?
So moved. Second?
The question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Paul?
Commissioners, good morning. This morning, there's a budget adjustment listed on the agenda. It's for the prior year, and this has been posted outside the boardroom. I also have a supplemental budget appropriation resolution I'd like to present, 2023-24, on behalf of the Grant Writers Office. Total dollar amount is for $7,566. Commissioners, this is in connection with some ESG funding that our Grant Writers Office has received, and we want to adjust the appropriate revenue and expenditure accounts so that the funds can be distributed.
Do I have a motion for those?
So moved. Second?
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Gary, new business?
A new business item on behalf of the Tax Claim Bureau, approval requested for the following 2 repository sales. Approval from the borough on these repository sales was not received in time to be included on last week's workshop session. Both parcels in Minersville, 30 South Street and 28 South Street, for purposes for demolition.
Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second. Sorry. On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
On behalf of children and youth?
On behalf of Children and Youth, approval requested of an agreement with Bethany Christian Services of Central PA Lancaster for foster care services at per diem rates as follows. Level 1 at $34.78, level 2 at $48.20, level 3 at $77.58, level 4 at $87.78, level 5 at $140.32. Medical at $17.97, and medical IV at $59.45.
Have a motion?
So moved. Second?
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
On behalf of Liquid Foods, approve a request to award the bid for the repairs to the county bridge at 123 Broad Street on the school board of Port Clinton. Have a motion?
So moved. Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Human Resources, Tony.
Yes, good morning, Commissioners. In the prison, we have the appointment of Cross Hauk as a correction officer, part-time. The rate is 23.0730, effective 4/19/24. Also in the prison, the appointment of Anthony Smith, correction officer, part-time. The rate is 23.0730, effective 3/18/24. In maintenance, the appointment of William Eisenhart as a general laborer. The rate is 13.9413, effective 3/18/24. 3 appointments in children and youth. Heather Ricard as a county caseworker 1, the rate is 20.9412, effective 4/1/24. Alicia Sleva as a clerk typist 2, the rate is 16.1825, effective 4/1/24. And Elaine Strohacker as a clerk typist 2, the rate is 16.1825, effective 4/29/24. In tax assessment, the appointment of Rhoda Burrell as a clerk typist 1, the rate is 13.9413, effective 3/25/24. All appointments are pending drug test and physical where appropriate. All actions involving salary or for positions being created are pending salary board approval.
Can I have a motion for the prison board appointments?
So moved. Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion for the maintenance position?
I'll make the motion. So moved. Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Have a motion for the appointments for children and youth?
So moved. Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Have a motion for the tax assessment appointment?
So moved. Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
And I have a motion to adjourn, but just to make note of the 2024, oh, sorry, informational.
Informational, clerk of courts, appointment of Heather Nedzwicki, clerk 3, effective 3/18/24. Also in clerk of courts, transfer of Nicole Peel, clerk 3, effective 3/25/24, coming from tax claim as a clerk typist 1. In emergency management, the appointment of Nicholas Kristen, unpaid intern, effective 4/1/24.
Okay, now we can do a motion to adjourn.
One point, I appreciate everyone being prompt for the prison board meeting today, 11 o'clock. The three commissioners have an appointment at Penn State at 11:30, so we appreciate your prompt attendance at prison board.
And just quickly, the March 20th, 2024 work session meeting is an evening meeting, beginning at 6 p.m. here, so everybody knows. So, motion to adjourn. Salary